90-Day Fiancé. Sumit Singh is the biggest liar of the franchise. He's lied more than once. Sumit's relationship with Jenny is built on lies. He catfished her and hid a secret marriage from her. Sumit repeatedly lied to Jenny and his parents, leaving them with trust issues. Despite the turmoil, Sumit and Jenny eventually secretly married, overcoming years of deception and obstacles. Since Sumit Singh first appeared on 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 1, he's repeatedly proven that he's the biggest liar in franchise history, despite some stiff competition. Sumit first met his partner Jenny Slatten online in 2012, and since then, the two have had a tumultuous relationship. Sumit and his long-suffering partner Jenny were finally able to get married in 2021, after a decade of Sumit's lies, secrets, delays, and deceptions. Sumit and Jenny's relationship has been rocky, to say the least, and fans have watched it play out during several 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way seasons, and also on 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Throughout the process, Sumit lied to Jenny, even after she gave up her entire life to move to India to be with him. She quit her job, cashed out her savings, and left her kids behind. She did so in order to be with a man who couldn't even be honest with her. Also, he wouldn't stand up to his parents. Sumit catfished Jenny. Michael Jones. Sumit and Jenny's relationship was built on the foundation of Sumit's lies. 60-year-old Jenny, who had been living in Palm Springs, California, met a man she thought was a 25-year-old Englishman named Michael Jones. Jenny and Michael fell deeply in love on the internet. Sumit finally admitted to Jenny that he was really an Indian man who worked at a call center. Despite the massive betrayal, Jenny forgave Sumit and moved to India to marry him during 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 1. When Jenny arrived in India, she soon learned that the catfishing incident wasn't the only time Sumit had lied to her. Sumit didn't tell Jenny he was married. A stunning secret. Sumit was acting strangely from the moment Jenny arrived in India during 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 1, which she chalked up to the fact that his parents disapproved of their relationship. Sumit would leave Jenny alone in the apartment for days at a time while he lived at his parents' house. Though this was a difficult and lonely time for Jenny, it was about to get worse. One night, there was a knock at the apartment door and there was a man there claiming to be the father of Sumit's wife. Apparently, Sumit had entered into an arranged marriage 2.5 years ago and never mentioned it to Jenny. Sumit had plans to marry Jenny, but he couldn't because he was already married to someone else. Divorce in India is much more difficult than divorce in the United States. Though Sumit and his wife weren't happy together, it would be a long road before he'd be free to marry Jenny. To make matters worse, Sumit's wife's family sued Sumit, so he was saddled with a $40,000 debt. Sumit lied to his parents repeatedly. After Sumit finally told Jenny who he really was, Jenny flew to India for a visit. While there, she stayed with Sumit's parents, claiming to be a platonic friend. Since Jenny was closer to his parents' age, she got very close to his mom and dad, especially his mother. When Sumit's parents found out that Sumit and Jenny had been involved romantically that entire time, they understandably felt betrayed. Sumit lied to them and Jenny misled them too. By the time Jenny moved to India for good during 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 1, Sumit's parents wanted nothing to do with Jenny. They didn't want Sumit to see her either. Sumit decided the only thing he could do was lie to his parents again, so he didn't tell them that Jenny had moved to India to be with him. Instead, he told them that he was moving away to a new town for work. His parents didn't believe Sumit, and ended up finding out that he was really living in a local apartment with Jenny. Sumit lied about what he told his parents. Once a liar. In addition to lying to his parents about Jenny, he then lied to Jenny about what he told his parents. During Season 1, Jenny had no idea that Sumit's parents didn't know she was back in India until much later, after she arrived. But the lies didn't stop during Season 1. At the end of the season, Jenny had to go back to the United States. Not only was she not in a good place with Sumit, but India's immigration laws require someone with a tourist visa to leave the country every 6 months. During 90 Day Fiancé Season 2, Jenny headed back to India to live with Sumit. Sumit promised her that he was working on finalizing his divorce. He also led her to believe that, this time, his parents knew she was planning to come back. Both claims turned out to be untrue. Though Sumit did finally start the divorce process, it would be many months before it was finalized. Additionally, his parents didn't know Jenny was back, and they were not happy when they found out. Are Jenny and Sumit still together? True love prevails. After COVID-19 hit, international borders were shut down. Jenny couldn't leave India, so the Indian government extended her tourist visa. It was a challenging year, but eventually, Sumit's parents agreed to stop meddling in their relationship. Despite Sumit catching a case of seriously cold feet, he eventually pulled it together and agreed to move forward with his plans to marry Jenny. After a decade of lies and false starts, Sumit and Jenny were finally married in a simple ceremony without telling Sumit's parents. Their relationship had a shady beginning, so it's not a surprise that they kept such a big secret from his parents. Jenny and Sumit, the controversial couple from 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, attended the wedding of a cast member and showed off their best looks yet. Jenny and Sumit had a tumultuous relationship due to their 30-year age difference and Sumit's previous marriage. However, they now have nothing to worry about and appeared happy in an Instagram video. Rishi Singh, another cast member, got married to Maria Lulu Ramirez, and Jenny and Sumit were in attendance. Rishi's previous relationship with Jen ended due to his family's disapproval, but he seems to have found happiness with Maria. Controversial 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way couple Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh attended the hush-hush wedding of a cast member while flaunting their best looks yet. Sumit, a 35-year-old call center employee in New Delhi, had catfished Jenny, now 65, over 10 years ago on Facebook. Jenny still fell for Sumit and, despite their 30-year age difference, decided to get married to him. Sumit and Jenny could officially be together only after Sumit divorced his first wife, who was a girl of his parents' choice. Sumit's parents, Anil and Sadhna, had a difficult time accepting Jenny due to her age, but in January 2024, they gave Jenny their blessings. Jenny and Sumit now have nothing to worry about in their relationship and recently showed their happy faces to fans in an Instagram video Jenny made for a friend's wedding. 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 4 star Rishi Singh got married to a woman named Maria Lulu Ramirez. Rishi had announced his split with Jen Bosher in November 2023 and revealed his new girlfriend to Instagram viewers just a week before he married Maria. However, Jenny and Sumit seem to have known Rishi's little secret since they attended the ceremony in Jaipur together. Who is 90 Day Fiancé star Rishi's wife Maria? Jenny wore a dark blue-colored traditional Indian kurta with a cream-colored skirt and matching dupatta, while Sumit wore a similar colored sherwani suit with a peach turban. Jenny looked younger than ever with her new dark hair. Sumit also showed off his long hair in the selfies he took with his wife and the newly married couple, Rishi and Maria. Jenny added the caption, "Congratulations to the beautiful couple married on February 3rd. Meanwhile, Maria posted a sweet comment on Jenny's reel. She wrote, "You guys looked." Maria's Instagram profile reveals that she is from Denmark. Rishi's new wife is a chef and an entrepreneur. She develops concepts and menus for restaurants and wine bars across the world and believes in zero waste. Rishi hasn't revealed how he met Maria. Rishi's family was against his relationship with Jen because of Jen's age. Rishi and Jen had a 14-year age gap. Rishi's mom wanted him to marry someone of their choice instead. Rishi had kept his engagement with Jen hidden from his family. When he finally came clean to them, Rishi's mom insulted Jen. The couple had continued to date but eventually drifted apart, leading to their split. Jen hasn't shared her reaction to Rishi's surprise wedding. Jenny and Sumit drove 6 hours to reach the venue and to be a part of their friend's special day. Jenny and Sumit have become an unexpected 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way success story despite their age and cultural differences. Viewers are now interested in knowing when Jenny will take Sumit to America with her and begin a new life there. 90 Day Fiancé fans suspect that Sumit's mother Sadhna and Jenny's happy reunion is not genuine. Sadhna initially refused to accept Jenny as her daughter-in-law but has now turned over a new leaf. Sumit and Jenny's 90-Day Fiancé storyline has finally received its happy ending. 90-Day Fiancé. The other way, fans suspect Sumit Singh's mother Sadhna Singh and Jenny Slatten's happy reunion isn't as positive as it appears. Jenny was 30 years older than Sumit when they decided to date each other in 2012. Sumit used to play Facebook games with Jenny under a fake profile name called Michael Jones when the Palm Springs woman fell for him. Despite the catfishing, Sumit and Jenny began a long-distance relationship. Jenny went to India to meet Sumit the next year and began an intimate relationship while living in his parents' house. Sumit's family got him married off to another woman whom he later divorced to marry Jenny. Sumit's mother refused to accept Jenny as her daughter-in-law on 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. But January 2024's 90-Day Diaries had them revealing Sadhna has turned over a new leaf. Sumit posted photos of him and Jenny on a trip to Jaipur with his parents, younger brother Amit, Amit's wife, and baby. I hope you guys watched Diaries and our segment where finally my mom accepted at Jen_from_San, Sumit wrote in his caption. However, fans commented things like, she still don't look too sick, thrilled, but it's def a GD step, and I don't think so. Her face says it all. She does not look happy in these pics. Jenny's history with Sumit's family explained. Sumit said that he had the option to leave his family for Jenny, but they kept trying to get his family to accept them as a couple. And finally the day came, Sumit wrote, to celebrate the happy occasion that fans never thought they were going to witness in Sumit and Jenny's storyline. It could be a major reason why most fans in Sumit's comments section aren't convinced that Sadhna is now okay with Jenny, who's older than her, being her daughter-in-law. Finally, Jenny, I'm so happy for you. I don't think your mother-in-law's heart is completely in it. But at least she is accepted, a fan told Jenny. Sumit's mother considered Jenny her friend when she stayed with them in their house for 2 months. She felt betrayed when they realized Sumit and Jenny were in a relationship. Jenny's arrival in India in 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 1 led to Sumit's split with his ex-wife. Sumit then started living with Jenny in a different house. Sumit's mother was worried about society judging their family. I will never, ever let you marry her, she told Sumit before threatening him that she would commit suicide if he went against his wishes. Sumit and Jenny got married in secret, which came as a bigger blow to Sadhna. Eventually, Sumit's father Anil accepted Jenny during the Happily Ever After. Season 6 Tell All. Sadhna had yet to come around. The latest episode of 90-Day Diaries saw Sadhna and Anil telling the cameras that their way of thinking changed gradually, and they realized that they couldn't change everything in life and had to accept things as they were. Sadhna is seemingly now happy as long as her son is happy. Sumit and Jenny's 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way storyline has finally received its happy ending. Kimberly and TJ have a stronger foundation for their relationship compared to Sumit and Jenny, as they started with a genuine connection and built trust and love. TJ stood up for Kimberly against his family, while Sumit allowed his family to disrespect Jenny for a long time. Unlike Sumit and Jenny, TJ and Kimberly got married relatively quickly, allowing them to focus on building their lives together sooner. Kimberly Rochelle and Tejaswi TJ Goswami are far more compatible than 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way's Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh. Kimberly and TJ debuted in the franchise in 2023, while Jenny and Sumit joined the series in 2019. The couples had similar journeys due to matching cultural gaps and family issues. Kimberly and Jenny are both independent ladies from the United States, while Sumit and TJ belong to conservative families in India. Therefore, the two couples had strikingly similar relationships, with the ladies trying their best to navigate their new lives surrounded by unexpected responsibilities. Since TJ and Kimberly debuted on 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way, they've been compared to Sumit and Jenny. TLC also realized the striking similarities and brought Jenny and Sumit to the tell-all, so they could advise the new pair on how to lead a successful life. Unfortunately, Kimberly and TJ felt insulted by their peers and their intervention. They disrespected Sumit and Jenny and later called them fake on social media. Fortunately, the much more experienced pair showed maturity. Sumit and Jenny called TJ and Kimberly immature kids to close the argument. TJ and Kimberly's story didn't start with a lie. TJ and Kimberly aren't liked much, but they are still a better couple than Sumit and Jenny. When TJ and Kimberly met on Facebook, they had a genuine connection. They built their relationship on mutual trust and love. In comparison, Sumit and Jenny's first meeting was thoroughly fake. Sumit pretended to be a handsome and rich man to catfish Jenny into falling in love with him. He later married another woman in India and didn't tell Jenny about it. While Sumit and Jenny are in a healthy marriage now, it's hard to deny the foundation of their relationship isn't as strong. TJ didn't let his family disrespect Kimberly. Another thing that makes TJ and Kimberly a better couple is their sense of respect. While the pair have had their arguments, they haven't let their families stop them from pursuing each other. TJ even defended Kimberly in front of his brother numerous times. In comparison, Sumit allowed his family to insult Jenny for a long time. He didn't stop his mother from pushing Jenny over the edge, making her work unnecessarily, and disrespecting her. Sumit did run away and married Jenny secretly, but he rarely did his due diligence as her partner. TJ and Kimberly are compatible and didn't wait years to get married. TJ and Kimberly are much better because they tied the knot in time. Marriage is the most important part of a relationship, allowing pairs to focus on their lives together and build something meaningful. It marks the start of a family. TJ and Kimberly married a few years after meeting each other. They faced many challenges but are now much happier together. Sumit and Jenny didn't tie the knot for years. If the former 90-day fiancé, the other way couple had married when Jenny was in her 50s, they would have had much more to look forward to. Sumit from 90-day fiancé, the other way had a glow-up after his marriage with Jenny, transforming into an ideal husband who supports and cares for her. In 2023, Sumit looked much happier and youthful than before, celebrating his second anniversary with Jenny and embracing Indian traditions. Sumit has not only improved his appearance but also his style, experimenting with fashion and showing off his new smile on social media. Sumit Singh from 90-Day Fiancé, the other way has achieved a praiseworthy post-marriage glow-up in 2023. The 35-year-old Indian man first appeared on the franchise in 2019. He pursued California woman, Jenny Slatten, whom he had originally catfished on Facebook. Sumit seemed unlikable in the first season, as he didn't respect Jenny. He took advantage of her kindness and kept her waiting to marry him for years. Sumit let his family insult Jenny for nearly 3 seasons before he secretly married her. The Indian 90-Day Fiancé franchise star dropped the bombshell on his family in a later season. While Sumit's journey with Jenny didn't start on a good note, he reinvented his image and became an ideal husband for her. In the last 2 years, Sumit ensured Jenny felt supported by him. He traveled with her all across India and let her be free. He also gave her the love and care she craved for nearly 10 years. In August 2023, Sumit and Jenny celebrated their second anniversary. They seemed hopeful about their future and more youthful than ever. The 90-Day Fiancé, the other way couple had aged backwards since their marriage. How Sumit looked stressed before 2023. Sumit has been looking great lately. However, there was a time when he didn't look so young. In 2021, Sumit went through a lot amid his secret marriage with Jenny and family issues. As a result, he started not to care for himself as much. Some old photos show that Sumit almost stopped grooming his beard and let it grow free. He also stopped dyeing his hair, which made him look more mature than he was. Sumit also looked unhappy in most of his pictures with Jenny. Why Sumit appears happier in his married life in 2023. Sumit has achieved a complete glow-up within 2 years of marrying Jenny. He's no longer as stressed as he used to look, which shows from his latest photos. Not only does Sumit look happy, but he also seems grateful that Jenny respects Indian culture and follows its traditions. He celebrated Diwali with his wife in November and looked content with his life. He wore a traditional Indian outfit, sported a groomed look, and seemed excited about the festival. Sumit has also let his hair grow, which complements his youthfulness. Sumit keeps showing off his new smile. Sumit rarely smiled in the past due to his personal issues and unhappiness. However, he's overjoyed nowadays and loves to flaunt his transformation on social media. Apart from his hairstyle and glowing face, Sumit has changed his complete style. He has gained a new sense of fashion and sports cool outfits in every photo. From formal suits to athleisure wear, he loves to experiment. Some fans on a Reddit thread Buttermilk also think he has straightened his teeth through veneers. While the 90-Day Fiancé, the Other Way cast member hasn't revealed the secret to his makeover, Jenny's love likely inspired him to be a better version of himself. Jenny is back in the US, but her husband Sumit is not with her. Their relationship is still strained, especially with Sumit's family's disapproval. A Reddit user shared a picture of Jenny wearing a bracelet, confirming that she is visiting the US. Fans speculate if she will confront her co-star Kimberly. Jenny's relationship with Sumit could be in trouble, and his absence during her visit raises concerns. Their struggles might be explored in a future spin-off. 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way star Jenny Slatten is back in the US, but her Indian husband, Sumit Singh, is nowhere to be seen. Jenny, from Palm Springs, California, was introduced in Season 1 in 2019 when she moved to India to be with Sumit, who was 30 years younger than her. Jenny had met Sumit on Facebook when he